There's something you can do right now that will shake her to her core. She'll never admit it. She'll never say it out loud. But deep inside, it messes with her ego in a way nothing else does. And here's the twist. It's not anger. It's not begging. It's not chasing. In fact, it's the exact opposite. Think about it. When was the last time you ignored someone who expected your attention? How did they react? Maybe at first they acted like it didn't matter, but over time you noticed a shift. They started to check in more. They became more curious, more desperate, more reactive. See, most men make the mistake of believing that attraction, respect, and admiration are won through effort, through proving yourself, through constantly validating her, through being the nice guy. But the truth? The more you try to prove yourself, the more power you lose. The moment you unlock this power, you'll realize something life-changing. You've been playing her game all along. You've been following her rules. And the second you stop, she'll feel it. Hard. She might not show it, but internally, it shakes her ego. She's used to a world where men chase, where men seek approval, where men bend over backward to gain her validation. But the moment you refuse to play, the moment you show her that you don't need her approval to feel like a king, that's when everything shifts. This is deeper than just dating or relationships. This is about your mindset. It's about the way you carry yourself in life, in business, in everything. When you truly embody this, people sense it. They feel your energy. They respect it. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you'll know exactly how to shatter her illusions, regain control, and live with a mindset so powerful, it'll feel like a superpower. But first, drop a comment right now with, "I am unshaken, I am in control." This isn't just a phrase, it's a declaration, it's a mindset, and the ones who write it, they're already ahead of the game. Number 1, why ego is her weakness. You need to understand one fundamental truth. A woman's ego is her Achilles heel. Society has conditioned men to believe that women are emotionally superior, more in control, more calculating, more powerful in the game of attraction. But here's what they don't tell you. A woman's ego is fragile. See, from a young age, she's been given attention. Whether it's from her looks, her charm, or simply existing in a world where men constantly validate her. She's learned that her presence alone has power, and this is where the illusion begins. She starts to believe that she is the prize, the one in control. But here's the reality. Her confidence is often just a mask. It's a defense mechanism. Deep down, there's an insecurity that she'll never admit. And the moment you stop feeding her ego, the moment you withdraw your validation, that insecurity starts to surface. She starts to question herself. Why isn't he chasing me? Why doesn't he care like other guys do? Did I lose my touch? And here's the thing, she will never say this out loud. She will act like she doesn't care. She'll pretend it doesn't bother her. She might even test you, trying to see if she can get a reaction. But inside, it's eating at her. Why? Because her power comes from knowing she has control over your emotions. If you're predictable, if she knows you'll always be there, always reacting, always trying, she remains comfortable, she remains in control. But the moment you disrupt this dynamic, the moment she realizes you are not reacting the way she expects, that's when the game flips. This is where Stoicism gives you the ultimate edge. When you embrace a mindset of complete emotional control, when you show her that nothing she does can shake you, you instantly become a different breed. And trust me, she notices. Drop a comment below. I am the master of my emotions. Let this be your code. A reminder that your power is in your control. Now that you understand why her ego is her greatest weakness, let's take it deeper. Next, I'll show you how Stoicism exposes this hidden vulnerability and how you can use it to your advantage. Number 2, How Stoicism exposes this hidden vulnerability. There's a reason why most men fail in the game of attraction. It's because they are reactive. They let their emotions control them. They see a beautiful woman and suddenly logic is out the window. They chase, they beg, they seek approval, and she sees it, she feels it, and once she knows she has that power over you, you've already lost. But here's what separates the Stoic man from the average man. He is indifferent. He doesn't chase. He doesn't react. He doesn't seek validation because he is already validated by himself. See, Stoicism teaches one of the most powerful principles. You control your emotions. Your emotions do not control you. When you master this, you become untouchable. A woman can test you. She can try to manipulate you. She can pull away just to see how you react. But when you remain calm, when you show her that you don't need her approval, her attention, or her validation, that's when she starts to crave yours. Because now the dynamic is flipped. She's used to men jumping through hoops for her. She's used to guys being emotionally weak, eager to please, desperate for attention. But you are unshaken. You are in control. And let me tell you something, this drives her crazy. See, a woman doesn't truly respect a man who needs her. She respects a man who chooses her but remains independent. A Stoic man cannot be manipulated because he is rooted in something deeper than desire. He is rooted in principle. And when a woman encounters a man like this, she feels it. It challenges her. It forces her to question everything she thought she knew about power and control. So here's your challenge. Drop a comment below. I am unshaken. I am untouchable. Let this be your reminder that from this moment forward, you will never be controlled by emotion. Now, let's take this even further. In the next section, I'm going to reveal the psychological trap she can't escape and how you can use it to your advantage. Number 3. The psychological trap. She can't escape. Imagine this. A woman has spent her entire life knowing that she holds a certain power over men. She walks into a room and heads turn. She posts a picture and the likes pour in. She rejects a guy and he begs for another chance. This has been her reality for years. But then, she meets you. You don't chase, you don't beg, you don't seek her approval. And suddenly, her reality is shaken. She starts to wonder, why doesn't he care? Why isn't he reacting? Am I losing my touch? This is the trap she can't escape. See, women are conditioned to seek control over men's emotions. They may not even do it consciously. It's just what they've learned works. If she pulls away, most men chase. If she ignores a text, most men double text. If she acts cold, most men try even harder to win her over. This is how she maintains power. This is how she feeds her ego. But when a man refuses to play this game, when a man remains emotionally solid, indifferent and unshaken, she is left in an unfamiliar position. And unfamiliarity creates obsession. Her mind starts working against her. The moment she realizes she doesn't have full control over you, she becomes drawn to you. Why? Because human nature is simple. We crave what we can't control. The more available you are, the less valuable you seem. The less reactive you are, the more intriguing you become. This is why so many men fail. They make themselves too easy, too predictable, too desperate. But you're different. You understand that the real power is in being non-reactive. You understand that if you control your emotions, you control the game. And trust me, she will notice. She may act like she doesn't care. She may pretend to be unaffected. But deep down, she's wondering why she doesn't have that power over you, and that alone destroys her ego. Drop a comment below. I control my emotions. No one shakes me. Because once you adopt this mindset, you become untouchable. But we're not done yet. In the next section, I'll show you something even more powerful, the power of indifference and why it drives her crazy. Number 4, the power of indifference and why it drives her crazy. Indifference is power, and not just any power, the kind of power that shatters a woman's ego and rewires the way she sees you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever noticed how women seem to be most attracted to the men who care the least? The ones who aren't always available, the ones who don't put them on a pedestal. That's because indifference forces investment. When you're indifferent to her presence, when you show her that she is not the center of your world, it triggers a deep psychological reaction. She starts to chase. See, a woman's greatest fear isn't rejection, it's being ignored. Rejection still means you acknowledge her. But indifference makes her feel invisible. And this, my friend, is what drives her crazy. Because she's used to men caring too much. She's used to them trying, proving, fighting for her attention. But when she meets a man who doesn't react, who remains completely unbothered by her presence, she starts to question everything. Why doesn't he care? Why isn't he reacting? What does he have that other men don't? And just like that, you're in her mind. She might not even like you at first, but the moment you show that you are indifferent to her validation, she starts working to earn yours. And here's the best part. Indifference isn't a trick. It's a mindset. You're not pretending to care less. You genuinely have more important things to focus on. Your mission, your goals, your purpose. A Stoic man knows that his energy is sacred. He does not waste it on things or people that do not serve his growth. And when a woman senses that, she respects it, she admires it, and most importantly, she wants to be a part of it. Because deep down, a woman doesn't want a man she can control. She wants a man who is bigger than her validation. And that, my friend, is why indifference is the ultimate weapon. Drop a comment below. My energy is sacred. I do not chase. Because the moment you adopt this mindset, you change the game forever. And now, we take it even further. Next, I'm going to show you how to weaponize mystery and silence to make her think about you non-stop. Number 5. How to weaponize mystery and silence. If indifference gets her attention, mystery makes her obsessed. See, most men make a fatal mistake when they meet a woman. They reveal everything too quickly. They lay their entire personality on the table. They tell her their whole life story. They give away all their power for free. But here's what you need to understand. A woman's mind is wired for intrigue. She is drawn to the unknown. She desires the things she can't fully figure out. And this is where mystery becomes your greatest weapon. Think about the men women obsess over. Are they the ones who constantly overshare? The ones who explain themselves? The ones who make their every thought known? They are the ones who are unpredictable, the ones who don't reveal everything, the ones who keep her wondering. And the biggest tool you have to create this effect? Silence. When she asks a question, you don't always answer directly. When she tests you, you don't react. When she pulls away, you remain unbothered. When she expects you to chase, you stay still. This drives her insane, because now you are the unknown. You are the puzzle. You are the man she cannot fully grasp. And as a result, she thinks about you constantly. Silence is powerful because it forces investment. The moment you stop over-explaining, over-texting, or overreacting, she has to fill in the blanks. She starts thinking, wondering, and questioning. And once she starts investing mental energy in you, her attraction begins to grow. So from now on, be intentional with your words. Not everything needs to be explained. Not every question needs an immediate answer. Not every action requires a reaction. Let her work to figure you out. And when she finally does, she will value you infinitely more. Drop a comment below. I speak with purpose. I move in silence. Let this be your reminder that the less you reveal, the more powerful you become. But we're not stopping here. In the next section, I'll show you the secret power of non-validation and how it can completely flip the script on her ego. Number 6. How to weaponize mystery and silence. If indifference gets her attention, mystery makes her obsessed. See, most men make a fatal mistake when they meet a woman. They reveal everything too quickly. They lay their entire personality on the table. They tell her their whole life story. They give away all their power, for free. But here's what you need to understand. A woman's mind is wired for intrigue. She is drawn to the unknown. She desires the things she can't fully figure out. And this is where mystery becomes your greatest weapon. Think about the men women obsess over. Are they the ones who constantly overshare? The ones who explain themselves? The ones who make their every thought known? No. They are the ones who are unpredictable, the ones who don't reveal everything, the ones who keep her wondering. And the biggest tool you have to create this effect: silence. When she asks a question, you don't always answer directly. When she tests you, you don't react. When she pulls away, you remain unbothered. When she expects you to chase, you stay still. This drives her insane, because now you are the unknown. You are the puzzle. You are the man she cannot fully grasp. And as a result, she thinks about you constantly. Silence is powerful because it forces investment. The moment you stop over-explaining, over-texting, or overreacting, she has to fill in the blanks. She starts thinking, wondering, and questioning. And once she starts investing mental energy in you, her attraction begins to grow. So from now on, be intentional with your words. Not everything needs to be explained. Not every question needs an immediate answer. Not every action requires a reaction. Let her work to figure you out. And when she finally does, she will value you infinitely more. Drop a comment below. I speak with purpose. I move in silence. Let this be your reminder that the less you reveal, the more powerful you become. But we're not stopping here. In the next section, I'll show you the secret power of non-validation and how it can completely flip the script on her ego. Number 7. The secret power of non-validation. If there's one thing that will completely disrupt a woman's reality, it's this: not giving her the validation she expects. Most men make the mistake of constantly feeding a woman's ego. They think that by complimenting her, agreeing with everything she says, and showering her with attention, she will like them more. But in reality, it does the exact opposite. Why? Because what is easily given is never valued. See, when a woman is used to hearing, "You're so beautiful," "I would do anything for you," "You're the most amazing girl ever," it means nothing to her. It's just noise. Every guy says it. It's expected. But when you don't give that validation, when you don't instantly react to her looks, when you don't shower her with compliments, when you don't put her on a pedestal, she notices. And that small moment of realizing she's not getting the response she expected, that's when her mind locks onto you. She starts thinking, wait, why isn't he reacting like other guys? Does he not think I'm attractive? Why isn't he validating me? And just like that, you become the challenge. See, women don't value validation that is freely given. They value validation that is earned. The moment she realizes that your attention is not guaranteed, she starts working for it. She starts trying harder. She starts seeking your approval instead of the other way around. And the best part, you're not playing hard to get. You actually are hard to get. Because as a Stoic man, you understand one truth. You do not seek external validation. You validate yourself. And once a woman senses this, she cannot ignore it. Because you're not just another guy trying to impress her. You are a man who values himself above all else. And that is rare. Drop a comment below. I validate myself. I am the prize. Because once you believe this, you will never put another person above your own value again. Now, let's take it to the next level. Next, I'll show you why women crave power over you and how to flip the script. Number 8. Why women crave power over you and how to flip the script. Power. It's the invisible force that controls attraction. And here's what most men fail to realize. Women crave power over you, not because they're evil, not because they want to hurt you, but because control equals security. Think about it. If she knows exactly how you'll react, she feels in control. If she knows you'll chase her no matter what, she feels safe. If she knows you'll do anything to please her, she feels powerful. But the moment she doesn't know, the moment you become unpredictable, the moment she loses control, that's when her mind fixates on you. See, power is about leverage, and most men give it away without even realizing it. They over-communicate, they seek approval, they make themselves too available, they prioritize her over their own mission. And guess what? The moment a woman senses she has all the power, she loses attraction. Because deep down, she doesn't want a man she can control. She wants a man who controls himself. And that's where the flip happens. Instead of being the one seeking her attention, you become the one who dictates the frame. You don't chase, she starts chasing. You don't react, she starts trying to get a reaction. You don't seek her approval, she starts seeking yours. Why? Because power shifts to the person who needs the other person the least. The moment you show her that you are completely in control of yourself, your emotions, and your life, she feels it. She sees that you are a man of purpose, and that is what separates you from the rest. Drop a comment below. I control my frame. I am the power. Because once you adopt this mindset, you will never lose control again. But now, let's make it even stronger. In the next section, I'll show you how to stay unshaken, unbothered, and in control, no matter what she does. Number 9. How to stay unshaken, unbothered, and in control. Imagine this. Woman tests you. She pulls away. She goes cold. She ignores your text. Maybe she even flirts with other guys in front of you. What do most men do? They react. They get emotional. They ask what's wrong. They try harder. They give her even more attention. And the second they do this, they lose. Because now she knows she has power over them. She knows she can shake them. She knows they need her approval. But you're different. You remain unshaken. Because you understand a fundamental truth. A woman will always test a man's strength. Not physically, but mentally and emotionally. She wants to see if you are truly who you present yourself to be. And the men who fail these tests, they show weakness, they show insecurity. They reveal that their confidence was only an illusion. But the men who pass these tests, they become impossible to ignore. Because a woman respects a man she cannot shake. A man who doesn't react to her games, doesn't need constant validation, doesn't break his frame for anyone. A Stoic man is an unmovable force. You think Marcus Aurelius lost sleep over someone ignoring him? You think Epictetus questioned his worth because someone didn't validate him? Because true strength comes from within. And once you master this, once you can stand in any situation, no matter what she does, and remain calm, centered, and unbothered, you become the one in control, not just in relationships, but in life. Drop a comment below. I am unshaken. I am untouchable. Because from this moment forward, you will never break frame again. But we have one last piece to this puzzle. In the next section, I'm going to give you the final warning and the ultimate Stoic mindset shift, the one that will make sure you never fall into the old patterns again. Number 10. The final warning and the ultimate Stoic mindset shift. This is it. If you take nothing else from this, remember this final truth. You are the source of your own power, not women, not society, not external validation. You. And the second you start acting like it, the second you start truly believing that you don't need anyone's approval to be valuable, your entire world changes. But here's the warning. Most men will never escape the cycle. They will keep chasing. They will keep seeking approval. They will keep putting women, money, and status above themselves, thinking that one day it will make them feel worthy. But it never does, because no external force can give you what you must create within yourself. So from this moment forward, you have a choice. You can stay the same, keep reacting, keep chasing, keep being controlled by things outside of you, or you can evolve, become the man who controls himself, master your emotions, become the prize, not just with women, but in all areas of life. This is the ultimate Stoic shift. You do not need her to validate you. You do not need her to love you. You do not need her to choose you, because at the end of the day, you choose yourself. And that, my friend, makes you unstoppable. Drop a comment below. I choose myself. I am the prize. And if you've made it this far, I know you're serious about leveling up. So do this right now. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because this is just the beginning. Stay strong, stay focused, and remember, you are in control.